Hey everyone, welcome to your recording on creating a thesis statement and what a thesis statement is. My name is Miss S and I'm here to explain it to you. So anytime we are writing, we want to make sure that we're giving our reader or our viewer a chance to understand exactly what they should be expecting to go over. We want to tell them what exactly we are going to be talking about and what all they should learn or get out of our writing. So the thesis statement is basically a very fancy way of saying our main idea. So our thesis statement is our main idea for our writing assignment. It's for any writing assignment. It can be used for any of your courses. It doesn't have to just be English class. So for our thesis statement, typically it appears at the end of our introduction. And of course, our introduction is our first paragraph. Okay. So this is going to be the end of our introduction, which is our first paragraph. So in order to write your thesis statement, you have to know what you're trying to get across to your reader or to your audience. So what is the main idea of your writing assignment? And this is going to vary based on the type of writing assignment that you are doing and based on what the goal is for it. So when you think of your writing assignments, think about the one that you are working on right now or that you have coming up. What is the overall goal of that assignment? What are you supposed to be doing as you work through your lesson? So what are you trying to do with this writing? Because that's really going to tell you what information you're giving and what you should include in your thesis statement. So for example, if you are trying to write an essay or a response, a paper on why fall is awesome, okay? So if I'm trying to write an essay or I'm trying to write a paper on why fall is awesome, I'm going to have to come up with my reasons. Typically when we start out, we talk about 3 reasons. And one might be because of the sights. So I might focus on the colors. Okay, I might focus on the smells, especially pumpkin. I don't know about you guys, I'm a pumpkin fan. Okay, and then I might just focus on the overall atmosphere. So the change of the season and just the weather in general. That would really go towards the feelings of them, the feeling of it. But I talk about the atmosphere or the weather. Or if we're looking at a sense, it would be this. It would be how fall feels. Okay, so those would be my 3 ideas. So my main idea statement, my thesis statement, should be one sentence summarizing all 3 of these ideas. Okay, my thesis statement should just sum it up. Okay, anytime you're writing, it's best to try to repeat the question or the main idea of the assignment in the actual essay or at the beginning of the topic. So, for example, for mine, I'm going to write in orange because orange is a fall color. So if I'm writing an essay with this information, I might say, fall is awesome. Okay, coming directly from the question itself. And then it's asking me why, so I would use the word because. Because tells my reader that I'm going to be explaining something. Let me go ahead and just highlight that again in red for you. Okay, so the why, answering the question why, is with the because. And if I'm using these 3 senses, because of the sights, Oops, I'm using the wrong senses. Smells and feeling of it. That doesn't give my reader a whole lot of information, but it sure tells them what they're going to be learning about in my writing. It tells my reader that not only are they going to be reading about the fact that fall is awesome, right? They're going to be finding out that fall is awesome. They're also going to be finding out the 3 reasons why fall is awesome. So again, fall is awesome is right there in the question, so it's repeated in my thesis statement. It is repeated in my main idea statement. Because answers the question why, or lets my reader know I'm going to tell why. And then my sights, smells, and feelings go back to my 3 points for why I love fall. And why fall is awesome. Tells my reader, oh, that's a little blurry, sorry guys. There we go. It tells my reader that not only am I going to explain to them and tell them that fall is awesome, but it tells them that I'm going to explain in my paper why fall is awesome. Okay? And it tells them right off the bat that they're going to find out that the sights, the smells, and the feeling of fall are the best. Now, in order to write your thesis statement, you have to know what you're writing about. And you have to be comfortable with your topic. So I would recommend trying to first write your essay. Then go back and figure out, what am I trying to say? Now, your thesis statement should carry your reader throughout your essay. What does that mean? Well, your reader should be able to, at any point in your paper, go back to your thesis statement and say, that is exactly what the reader is doing, or the writer is doing. So, for example, my first paragraph would be all about the sights. My reader at any point in that paragraph should be able to go back to my thesis statement and say, yes, Miss S is proving that fall is awesome because of the sights. For the second body paragraph, if I'm talking about the smells, then anytime throughout that paragraph, my reader should be able to go back to my introduction, go back to my thesis statement and say, yes, Miss S is proving why the smells are so awesome. She's proving that fall is awesome because of the smells, and so on and so forth. Your thesis statement will also appear in your conclusion. Your thesis statement should also appear at the beginning of your conclusion. That way, you remind your reader overall of what you have said and what information you have given them as you work through the lesson. Now, if you have any questions about thesis statements, make sure you reach out to your teacher in particular, or that you contact me so we can go over that together. But for now, that's a good start when it comes to our thesis statement. We'll be continuing to build on this throughout the school year.